I am I am coming, in the 3rd of December, 77. And I
Yeah.
am, 51 years in the business, like a, professional.
Yeah.
So I, I begin with the horses. One time I was here at home, and a cousin of mine called me to see some quarter horses that just arrived from the United States. And I went there, and they put me on a horse named Hondo Ranchero. And I became crazy, completely crazy. And I said to me, this is my way. From now, I'm gonna do this. And in a few days, I was spending 30 days with the guy from this that was the secretary from the Quarter Horse Association here.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 30 days there, and then he arranged it to me to go to Texas, Plano, Texas, in '75. I spent four months there with a guy named Alan Maguire, and he was a cutting horse name, but not that famous. Okay, but his place was used from Brazilians to buy horses.
Okay.
So he put a lot of horses over there, and the Brazilians come, and they made the business. And I stayed there, and then when I came back, I start to break some horses for friends and stuff like that. And at this time in '75, I bought 2 books. One from D. White Stewart, yes, Western equitation and showmanship.
Okay.
No, Western horsemanship and Western equitation and showmanship. And another one, the principles from the training, the Alwapojaisk.
Okay.
So, and then in the book from D. White Stewart, I saw the first pictures from the Californians.
Mm-hmm.
The horses stopping like that. And in that time, in the book, not in this book, but in another article from this D. White Stewart, he says that if you think you have a real good reining horse, take him to the California, and you're gonna see at that time.
Yeah.
So the next time I went to the States, I went to California with Joe Marino Jr. I made a friendship with Martin Clark. He was vice president from the AQHA in the United States. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, he likes me. And he said, if you go to the United States, if you want to go there, I will put you in a place that you're gonna be very, very, very good as I don't know, assisted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was a good guy, this Joe Marino. He received like 100 mares to breed every year. He has actually 3-4 stallions, race stallions, and he did the training for the AQHA for non-pros.
Mm-hmm.
And he did reining, Western riding, halter. And that time, there is no specialized horse in halter or in this or that.
Right.
Every horse did everything. So, and I spent a year with him.
Wow.
But just walking, trotting. And I thought that I was, a good rider. But this experience was real good for me. Teach me a lot because, made me calm down and see things very, very different. that the way we did here. And we went, and when I came back, when I go there, 78 to Joe Marino, the Equestrian from here helped me to stay there. It was in Paris, California.
Okay.
Just by Riverside.
Oh, okay.
And it was for me to study some things, horsemanship and how to start horses, stuff like that, to come here and start this.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came, we made a course, 30 days course, and I received 20 guys and 40 horses to spend a month. And I put a month because I was very insecure that I could, tame these horses and tame these horses in less time than 30 days. Because Joe said to me, to break a horse or to start a horse, you need like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And but I didn't understand what that stuff, because when I came here, I wanted to put a course, 3 months course, and the guys like, you are crazy. No way.
Yeah.
And I insisted and put 30 days. And I was married with an artist in that time. And in a 2-3 months, we perceive it. We realized that it's not so difficult to tame the horses, because you stay all day long with that, and and we had a lot of time, free time, and we start to writing about what we are doing, designing, and make some theatre. Once make the horse, the other the tamer, and this made a real big revolution in all the country about how to tame a horse.
Mm-hmm.
But in that time, I raised one hind foot, and all the stuff that because Joe didn't let me, when he knew that the horse was kind of not so easy, he called somebody else to do that stuff, but don't let me do that, because he thought it was very dangerous for me. So
yeah,
protect me. It was okay. I really appreciate his care and everything. So, okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay, so can we go back before that first trip to the States? Tell me what you were doing with horses before you felt that feeling that was so exciting to you. Like, tell me what you came to that moment with.
I was very divided, can say, splitted. I really didn't know what to do with my life. I was a very worst student. I am a economist.
Mm-hmm.
I made a college for economist, but I didn't know nothing about that. And I was working at the farm. We have here a sugarcane farm,
mm-hmm.
and I was working there. I got married and come to help my folks to run the business, and but we have a lot of free time, and have horses, and the first, I have a lot of, not very good horses, but a lot of horses here, and spend time with them because I start to ride with because I was born in São Paulo, a big city, and then I was raised here
Okay.
until 7, and then went back to São Paulo to study and stay there until the college, and then came back here to help them. So but the horses always made part of my life anyway, but I really enter in the scenario because I sold 3 horses and the most big sale of the quarter horses in Brazil, in a city called Bauru, in the state of São Paulo. I bought a 3/4 stallion, quarter horse, and I tamed it and sold to a real important guy. And then in next year, I sold another one to a real important guy again. And the third was a mare, a 12 years old mare, empty, you can say empty, no foal in the belly.
Yeah.
How do you say it there?
I think open, maybe, is the right term.
Okay.
An open mare.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but very, 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 very good trained. She had a lot of a good training, a good. She made a scene.
Yeah.
Made the scene, and this mare that provoked the guys from the AQHA to invite with me to go to the States. Because
Okay.
I was going, but with this help it was a lot easy.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to jump back to you're putting on these 30-day horses, and people are getting excited. So then what happens?
Yeah, and then I perceive it. I perceive that the people the problem was not the horses. The problem was the people. So and because of this, I start to do this stuff with the people, writing, designing, theater, a lot of games, and this made, because 30 days in one place with 20 guys together, nothing, no family, no nothing. So it was a kind of a catharsis, you say?
Catastrophe?
No. A psychological. Because when they are in general, they was workers.
Okay.
In ranches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they let the family, let everything, and stay there for a month.
Yeah.
So they got a brainstorm.
Yeah. Yeah.
About that.
And what's the what's the culture? What's the horse culture like for where these guys are coming from ranches? What's the culture like?
Difficult, because in Brazil we lost all the horse culture that we had one day. We lost. So when the quarter horse came, he came with the cowboy culture.
Mm.
And this changed a lot because you know, the meat of the cowboys, it's everywhere,
Yeah.
in everywhere. So when it came here, everybody got real crazy because because the way the horses did the work, you know. And we start here with the calf roping and cutting horses,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, the Texas culture
Yeah.
too. And uh, we are we was we are until today um, very, very rough with the horses, very, very rough, and very kind of domination, real hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I never I was I was real rough with horses too, but I never liked that.
Mm-hmm.
Never liked that. I always thought there is another. It it will be, how to say, uh, uh, should be another way to 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 deal with the horses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this was my hope all
Yeah.
the time. I want that. And in '93, I went with my mom to the States, and I entered in Smith Brothers store, and I saw the Pet Parelli book
Mm-hmm.
for horsemanship, and I bought it. And when I read, I said, "Okay, everything is here. I don't need anything more." So, but few months later, friend of mine bring me the Think Harmony with horses, and then it has a lot of change, a big change again, because I always like it. I was immersed in that Zen stuff, yoga, and when I read that book, it was like a Zen book
Yeah. Yeah.
completely. And I said to me, okay, I found now I found I found my way again.
Yeah.
So,
And
and then
is that the
okay,
first time I met you, Eduardo? Was in '93? Was that the first time?
now first time we met 202
Okay. Okay. All right.
for Lupton.
Okay. Okay. I couldn't remember what year it was.
Yes, and Buck Brennan, Buck's clinics there.
Okay. Okay. So
And
you.
yeah, it was the first, no, my first time that I met Buck was '99 in West Virginia, Gary Ford place.
Okay. Yeah.
My daughter took me there by car. And then 2000, I married Dudi, and we went, and my daughter used to work to the police in the mounted police in Washington.
Oh, okay.
And she said to me that Ray Hunt gonna do a demonstrations for the police, the Washington police, and invited us, and we went there. And after these demonstrations, Ray went to Lewisburg, I think so, in I think Virginia.
Yeah, I think so.
And I went there, and there I met that guy. I am very bad for names. That guy, you liked him very much. You put a lot of pictures.
Oh, Tom Curtin.
Tom Curtin. Tom
Yeah.
Curtin and Tina Curtin?
Trina. Yeah.
Trina.
Yeah.
They was there. And very well dressed, everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so what did you think the first time you saw Ray? What was that experience like?
Yeah, like everybody. But with a little like he doesn't care too much about people. They put, okay, settle up this horse, and the guys and they did, but with no much instruction.
Mm-hmm.
He let the people do in this clinic. But the thing is that Tom Curtin, I don't know why I tell him about Pat Parelli. And he said to me, I only spend money with this guy. Point. And okay, let's go see more. And then the Think Harmony took me to Tom Dorrance.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wrote a letter to Tom when I read the book, and the answer never comes. It never comes. And I had a friend of mine that was international director from the AQHA from here, and I asked her to ask them about the Tom Dorrance stuff, and the answer is the old man is kind of crazy, and he didn't care for this stuff. And I think 1 month later, I received 6199. If you are in the United States and care to call 408 484 5118. If you are at home and you are valuable and you like to drop by for a visit from Ohio home, I am here. T-Day. And I got crying.
Yeah.
Because so nice, so gentle, so. And then I start to study them and try to put them in a practice. But it's very difficult. But for me, this is my alley.
Path. Yeah.
Path. Yes.
Yeah.
My path. Yeah. And then this year, I have a friend in Pennsylvania called Sabine. He's a acupuncturist, horse acupuncturist.
Acupuncturist. Yes.
Yes. And she was calling a guy from Natural Horsemanship to give a clinic in her place. She has a jump horse breeding there. And I said, take care. I only read and study people that come from Ray and Tom. And she was calling, gym kids.
Oh.
And great.
Yeah.
And I told her about the article from the cancer that took me very deep too.
Yeah.
That article. And I said, ask him to give you the article from that he wrote about the cancer. It was very, very great.
Yeah.
And now and then I met Martin Black. Martin Black. Yeah, I went to a clinic in 202 with Buck in Mititis in
Matitsi?
yeah, and
Yeah.
then came to Fort Lupton.
Okay.
And then in 205, I met Martin Black, and then in Fort Lupton I met Martin too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was great too. He treated us very, very well.
Yes.
Great guy too.
Yes.
He
Very,
died.
very kind.
He died, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. He passed away.
Yeah. I felt very sorry about him.
Yeah.
And I have his 2 books,
Mm-hmm.
very good books. Helped me a lot too. And then I went in 205. I went to Martin Black's place, not Martin Black's, the
At the Alvord?
no,
Oh.
in the Tinkelord Ranch.
Oh, okay.
Tinkelord Ranch. And then stayed there for 40 days. But it was not because he was starting and he is, and then it was not very, very good, but it was a real big experience
Mm-hmm.
for me and for Dudy. And the way think start coaches too is very, they don't prepare too much to coach. And for us, we need to prepare a lot, the horses to, to just climb it, to get on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we are not but horse riders.
Yeah. Yeah. Me either.
We don't need, no. And I am too old to, to break a leg.
Yeah.
So, and then in 206, we brought Martin Black here for a month. We stay here, but the clinics, we are not commercial, and the first clinic, the first week was okay, and then one clinic in Goiás in another state was okay, and the others 2-3 people. But we visit a lot with him, and we made a lot of good things together. And then 208, I turned back to the Alvord,
Mm-hmm.
and stayed there for a month too, and was not good because Dudy is very, very allergic and needs special foods and stuff like that. But it was an experience. Everything we did is an experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I don't know what happened, and I met Mike Regis.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, because I have his video cassette, that cassette,
Yeah.
Seeking for Refinement.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very old. And I never could understand pretty well what he was talking about, refinement, difficult. And one day, I don't know, he said to me in this message, how old are you? I'm 76. I am 83. So I'll send you my WhatsApp and my email, and I want to talk with a guy from my generation. And he is so kind with me, so kind. He visits with me every day. I send a question, and he sends a big.
Wow. Yeah.
And we are visiting, and no commercial interest. And the other day, I said to him, what I said to him? Oh, I think I think I don't have, I don't gonna have, the time enough to learn all these things because because he's so classic.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that, classic equitation that I never saw a guy, cowboy,
Mm-hmm.
knowing so much about classic equitation and horsemanship, and send me name of books and books and books. James Phillips, Gustav Steinberg, and now Don Diego de Bragança.
Mm-hmm.
That was a student from the Nuno Oliveira.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first ones, I think, that
yeah.
wrote this big book. This book is coming this weekend.
Oh, cool.
And I said, I think I don't gonna have time. And he said, no, that's, Rome wasn't made in one day. Just stay a little bit and you're gonna have. And the other day, another conversation, and I don't know what I said, and he said, two old guys wanting to get better.
Oh.
So I am very, very, very glad now because I am, starting over again and again and again. And I think this is the way that I always, be a beginner.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the way to learn more. It's open to like a beginner.
Yeah.
I have a Zen book named, the Zen mind and beginner mind.
Mm-hmm.
The beginner has a more open, more for learning than the guy that I hate these people that say that they know everything.
Yeah.
And I am learning Italian now.
Oh, wow.
For Italian, because Dudi is from his family is from Italy.
Okay.
So and she went to Italy and bring me a book about Federico Caprilli. And in the book has a saying that if you think the guy that says that he writes pretty well didn't know nothing about what is writing well.
Yeah.
And that this philosopher, German philosopher, Goethe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just a minute. The reason why a writing school has such a beneficial effect on people gifted with reason is that here is the only place in the world it is possible to understand with the spirit and observe with the eyes the appropriate limitation of the action and the exclusions of all arbitrariness and chance. Here, man and animal merge into one to such an extent that it would not be possible to say which of the two is actually training the other.
You're going to have to send me that quote. That is beautiful.
Okay, I'll send to you.
Yeah.
How I need to put this in the messenger or in the mail.
Oh, mail would be fine, or messages, either way. Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay. You don't have WhatsApp. You don't have WhatsApp.
No, I don't. My daughter does, but I don't. I should get it.
Okay, you
um,
pass me the number of the CD, and I'll
okay.
just send to you.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of how to ask this question. So what some people find a method and they get really locked down into a certain way of thinking. And it sounds like from your life experience, you have been open to each new thing. And some people feel like they have to sort of diminish what came before in order to move
No,
forward. So talk a little bit about that for you, that experience.
I no. I am what I am now because all of things that happened to me. So all of this is with me. I don't want to. I don't because you know when you are open to learn. I am not. A lot of times I I perceive me being rough because my temper is not so tamed like I want. So I am a human being, and I am fail. I am, I have a lot of good things, and but I have a lot of bad things too. So like everybody. So I everything is everything like the Zen stuff. The opposites they are complements.
Mm-hmm.
The yes and no they are all the time. You need to choose something. So and sometimes you are in a kind of spirit, or I don't know, but sometimes you are in a bad humor, you're not so good, and you do stuff that you don't like, but you do anyway. So you can't be good you can't be good all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have my bad things too. Uh, Alfonso Aguilar too.
Mm-hmm.
Alfonso Aguilar.
Yeah.
He came here for twice,
Mm-hmm.
2 years, 2 years in a row. Very kind, very, very good to work with him.
Mm-hmm.
Very teach me a lot of things too. But more in that stuff that slow down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am very anxious. Very no. I used to be very anxious. Now I am quite a mild.
Yeah. Cindy would say, chill. You're very chill.
I think so.
um, so you've had a lot of experience seeing people get exposure to horsemanship or a different way of working with horses for a lot of years. You've had a lot of time to observe. What do you think? I mean, you said you had in your heart a feeling of like that there was a different way, like a feeling of uncomfortableness with how you were doing things. What do you think it is that in some people it is such a calling and such a like a visceral feeling of this is what I want to do, and other people they can take it or leave it. What is your
Most of them is like that.
yeah.
Horsemanship is a word that was kind of banalized. How do you say? They are using horsemanship for just for talking.
Yeah, yeah.
No, feel feel the horse. It's a kind of we don't have that that expression here
Mm-hmm.
to say what I translate feel for sensation.
Mm. Yeah.
It's not that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am now I am using equestrian education.
Mm-hmm.
Also doesn't talk about feel.
Yeah.
And the Portuguese use tato equestre. Tato
Oh, tactile.
equestre.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't mean feel too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in the English, in the English language means.
Yeah.
Feel is different. And sentir, feel would be sentir in Portuguese.
Okay.
But it's difficult for people here. They are always mechanical.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanical. Here in Brazil, I have a lot of difficult to teach them to think about feel and timing. If your feel is right, your time is gonna be right. But
Yeah. Well, and that's
it's difficult for them to think, and we don't have people like you, journalists like all these people that writes in the United States, all these books in Western Horseman, and all these books and that Bill Reynolds and that magazine Riata, that we don't have people specialized in this kind of because they are journalists in general. And when they came here, and when they came in this area, it's a catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Yeah, because I had on accessories when I call people to write about my work, and everything they wrote, I need to write everything again because it's mechanical. Don't they don't because they don't feel they can't feel because they don't have the experience. They don't live in the in the ranch environment, in the in this kind of environment. Horses, at most dogs in the city is animal dogs and cats, but they are not. It's different from horses.
Yeah. Well, and that's, I mean, the like the feel for the horses it's universal. All the horses around the world, it's the same.
Yeah.
Like they're the same. And but the people, but it seems like no matter where you go, it's just human nature that it's not going to be so important to everybody. It's still this portion of people that it really resonates with.
I don't know if I pick up your thinking.
So do you feel that if people, that it's a matter of experience, if they had more experience, then feel would be more like that everybody would find feel of value, or is it human nature that only some people are interested in feel?
I think I got it. Okay. We have you are talking about Brazilian people.
I'm talking about people. I mean, I feel the same way in the States. I haul my horse to the barn, next door barn, that they're hunters and jumpers and dressage horses, and they're beautiful horses and they're doing lovely work, but the horse doesn't maybe feel as good as he could, and the people are not aware that the horse, that they don't have that feel. So
Okay.
yeah, so why Eduardo?
Because they like, first, they like the glamour. They don't like the horse. Here, there's three kinds of horsemanship. First of the sport. Reining is kind of killing horses. Cutting is kind of killing horses. Jumping is kind of killing horses. Because they want to win.
Mm-hmm.
So they train the horse, they trick the horse to win. They don't ride for the pleasure of build up a horse. And I just ride for build a horse. Because of this, I am working with Mike Regis now, because he knows a lot of stuff from equitation that I always push back, because I was so excited that I don't have time, inside time enough to learn, to calm down, because it's a kind of yoga. Your leg must, your arm, your hands and stuff like that. So all this people from sport, they trick the horses. They don't train the horse. They don't school the horses. School for the school. Here now has a guy. This guy, Argentine guy, he was in the Martin Black reunion in California.
Yeah.
A guy, Argentine, that Doma India.
Okay. I was there. I'm drawing a blank on a face though at the moment.
He works bare feet, and he jumps on the horse, and remember?
Yeah.
And he just get on the horse and goes.
Yeah.
But don't have school, because groundwork is a kind of groundwork for Mike Bridges kindergarten.
Yeah.
I sent my horse to the kindergarten to get good manners, good manners.
Yeah.
To stay with us. This is the way. And one thing that Martin Black doesn't do that much too. Martin Black, okay, everything you do on the ground, I do riding. Okay, but it's not for the public.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the public needs to. My worry is to send the message. You need to put your horse in a school to learn all these good behaviors.
Yeah.
So, and the other scenario is the ranch work, and the ranch work, they don't care nothing about the horses. Some ranches have good horses, good mules, but they don't have a good start or a good training, and they don't care about to prepare the horse to work cattle. They are going. And the other one is what you call there in the United States trail ride. Here in Brazil is cavalgada. That they use gated horses.
Okay.
Normally.
Yeah.
Manga largas, they call here in Brazil. There are two types. One that goes like that, and the other one that has a diagonal.
Okay.
But they are very smooth.
Yeah.
And but when you ride a gator horse, you don't need equitation. You just stay there. So, but I heard a philosopher the other day say that he went to dinner in a friend Sunday night in a friend's house, and when he arrived, it was a boy, 8 years old boy, studying Sunday night. Oh, you are studying Sunday night? Oh, I have test tomorrow. So you studied for the test? Or you studied to know? And here, everybody trained the horse for the sport.
Yeah.
They don't train the horse for just build and see the horse growing in mind, in emotion, in spirit, and in physically. They don't have. They want to build the horse physically more than with a mind and a spirit.
Do you think that will change, or do you have I mean, you you first came to the States in 75 to now, that's almost 50 years. Have you seen what changes have you seen? Like, do you think that there was an arc of things moving forward?
No, a lot of changes, here and there, but still mechanic. A lot of changes.
Yeah.
But you know how much, how was the price of reining futurity this year? $350,000 for the first. So the horse has no importance. I need that money.
Yeah.
The first of level 1, 70,000 for the first place in the level 1.
Yeah.
You know the run from the mare that won the futurity was beautiful. The mare was kind of changing ears, alive, but with the tail that they how do you say that?
Block the tail.
Block the tail. Yeah, the tail. But she was okay. He was okay, and he got together with a Fapani, Andrea Fapani. Andrea Fapani was one of the big guys.
Okay.
He's going to the working cow horse now, I think.
Okay.
And I don't know when they mark. How do you say when they mark the same score?
Tied, like they tied.
Tied, yeah. And the other guy. I want to go to another run. And he went to another run and won. And the mare was, and the difference for me was, no crazy stuff, no big speeds, no everything in the very. It was okay. Martin Black always said that reining changed style every 5 years. So now a guy won with the horse with the pole above the withers, and the other 3-4 years ago the horse put the mouth on the ground.
Yeah.
Because of this, there is no equitation. There's just trick horses.
Yeah.
So
you've told me about your goals that you're working on. Are you still teaching and trying to bring these things to the public? What's your work now?
Yes, my work now is studying horsemanship and equitation full time. I ride 4 horses a day, and I have some people that come here, but very few. But I am working with a marketing program to expand the school, to have more people. But I don't want, I want people that want the same we want.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be very little people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's different. I think we are living in a very hard time in the world.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is very strange. War. People killing people all the time. It's very difficult to see. Yeah.
It is.
So when you, if they are doing this with people, you can imagine with the animals. Don't care about the animals.
Yeah. That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I feel like we could probably talk all day.
Yes.
But are there any other I mean, it's sort of a big question, but is there anything that I didn't ask you about that you want to visit about this time? Because I think we'll probably do this again, because this was fun.
In all my way of thinking about what existed, the things that is here, and about the eternal
Universe?
life,
Eternal life. Okay.
Eternal life, about the eternal has always an possible open door for something way of something that gonna happen.
Oh, possibility. Yeah.
How it is for me absolutely impossible denied the existence of the anterior, what happened to me behind me in the other time. But also it's very difficult to get the no existence from the posterior, from the what gonna come. So everything, something there in the past, you look something for the future, but you are here, and now here you are living what is happening. Sometimes I become from my barn frustrated, and sometimes I become very, very happy, and I think the things goes this way. This way.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm riding a Lusitano horse now, very, very skilled horse, but come with very bad riding. It was a very good experience for me, because they are very not touchy in the sense of buck, but very sensitive, sensitive, and I need to take care of my movements.
Yeah.
More than
you should write an article about that experience of working with that horse. That sounds very interesting.
Yeah. I'll try.
Okay. Well, let's do this again before too much time goes by. This has been really fun.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I did. I really enjoyed it.
I like it very much. Very much. And I feel sorry that it doesn't speak English more well.
You did fantastic. You did wonderful. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Yeah. Well, thank you for taking the time, and we'll do it
Oh,
again, and say hi to Duty for me, and
yes,
tell
and
her hello.
okay.
Okay.
She's saying for you too.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well.